Hello and welcome to the Sacred Gates. My name is Illura. Welcome to our YouTube channel. And I wanted to just connect with you today about what can sometimes happen when we feel really ashamed and bad about something that we've done or something that we didn't do, something that we said, something that we should have said. Whatever it might be, we all feel bad at some point, and I think it's a good sign when people feel ashamed or bad or guilty because it shows that you have a sense of right and wrong. And I wanted just to point out that sometimes when we feel like this, there's a tendency for humans to then pull away from, because they feel like punishing themselves, you see, they pull away from doing the things that would be good for them, such as meditation. And in your meditation, if you're connecting to sacred qualities, something sacred within yourself, there can be a tendency, can't there, to stop your practices, to stop connecting from the source of sacredness within you because you feel so guilty and bad about who you are. And I just wanted to do a little message here on the channel about that because my son recently made some mistakes and was feeling really bad about it. And we entered into meditation and I noticed that he wasn't connecting in the usual way. And I felt that it was because he felt so bad. And so we talked about this. And so I wanted to share it with you in case you have children, because, children as adults, but children make a lot of mistakes. And it's our job to help them to reflect and understand that. And of course, not lose your own sense of emotional stability inside as you're teaching them, and to help guide them back to the source of nourishment, emotional nourishment, rather than tearing them down and helping them move further and further away from that which will nourish them. So encouraging children and encouraging ourselves when they've done something bad or when we feel guilty about something, to rather than punish ourselves in a way that is not going to be helpful by shutting ourselves out from sources of healing and sources that are sacred and sacred prayer through practice, through our meditation, through healing. Instead, we need to move towards that. We need to go into that ever more and to connect and to heal and to remember who we truly are, to connect to those qualities that reveal through us listening to them, through stillness, to feel our true light, what could be called our unadulterated self, our sacred self, to really feel that. That's when we need it. Sometimes they say, well, the punishment should fit the crime, or you get what you deserve. And I think in those situations, what we deserve is to move closer to those sacred qualities, is to receive the light of our healing awareness, and to sit and to release and not to shut ourselves off. So if you've done anything that you feel bad about and you feel guilty, and it's a little bit like eating really unhealthy food when you feel really bad, it's a little bit similar. Wouldn't it be different if we did the opposite? We ate really, really healthy food and gave ourselves nourishing self-talk and gave ourselves things that we really did deserve. So if you've ripped yourself off in any way with your values, you've kind of let yourself down, then what you actually deserve as punishment is to receive that which you did wrong, which was not to connect to your sacredness. So then you need to connect to that sacredness in order to balance it out, in order to heal yourself, and in order to give yourself what you ultimately didn't give yourself the first time round. So to sit in your sacred self and to enter into a sacred temple that is your mind and your body, and to touch on your awareness in such a way that you can feel that you are more than just your personality, your reactions, and your lower self, that there's so much more to you. And that when you come out of that meditation experience, that you feel calm. It's a sense of renewed energy, and you feel like you're more in control of yourself, and you have a much more broader, more expanded perception and awareness of the problem, the situation, and how you're going to work with it from there. So just a reminder about that, because I know it's easy when you've done something wrong to really punish yourself. But the best way is what you deserve, is to move closer to that, which is sacred, and make amends from that place, rather than a punitive, self-punitive, which can often end up as blaming and being angry at other people and victimizing yourself, which creates a huge amount of mental, physical, and emotional constriction and tension, can't it? So rather than getting too caught up in that, why not sit and give yourself what you really need and connect to your sacred self? Bye-bye for now.